Big Stars and Stripes Day card is just about here, and there are guarantees galore. The action kicks off, the stakes action, that is in the sixth race, the Victory Ride, and that starts our $300,000 guaranteed Pick 6. Victory Ride, I prefer the 9. Copa, who I think is in a great position to be stalking on the outside, kind of controlling outside speed. There's plenty of other speed. She's coming from California. She's good. My backup is the 7, Malibu Stacy. I know she's coming off a maiden win, but I liked her effort, and she perhaps can take advantage of any kind of pace, 9-7, to kick off this Pick 6 sequence. The second leg of the Pick 6 is the Dwyer. Grade 3, $500,000 going a mile. If you want to single in the sequence, you're going to single the 6 economic model, and I am not trying to beat him. His last race is simply way too good for these horses. The 8 Fish Trap Road and the 2 Tail of Saval are long shots if you're looking to put a lot of money in the sequence or you're looking to use C's. For me, it's all about economic model. The late Pick 4, guaranteed at $500,000, kicks off in race number 8, and it's the Grade 1 Belmont Derby Invitational, 13 horses lining up. The Euros are tough in here. I prefer the 7 Long Island Sound, whose lone loss last time out was behind the horse Hawkbill, who came back to win a big Group 1 in his next start. He's also a horse that he's never been on firm ground, but he might not have liked the soft ground last time out. The 7 Long Island Sound for Coolmore, the horse to beat. They're also got another one for Aidan O'Brien, the 13 Dovey you may want to use, though this horse is not well posted in here. I like the 4 Highland Sky behind the 7 Long Island Sound, a horse who consistently runs well, and his last race was probably best with not the best of trips. And the 9 Beach Patrol is another horse you might want to use. He's a horse that might be more suited to this distance and putting himself in good position. 7, 4, 9, 13 to kick off the $500,000 Great Pick 4 in the Belmont Derby. Race number 9 is the Suburban. That's 1.25 miles. I like the 2 Mubtahij, transferred to the U.S. to Kieran McLaughlin's horse, who ran well last year in the Triple Crown races, or relatively well, I should say, when 4th behind the Mighty American Pharoah in the Belmont Derby. He was 2nd last time in Belmont Derby, Belmont Stakes, that is. 2nd last time in the Dubai World Cup behind California Chrome. I think he might be in a very good tactical spot behind the speedy Noble Bird, and I take him to beat the 4 Eagle. I like that horse's effort very much in the Foster. Sure, FNX's horse could win the race, but he ran uncharacteristically poorly in the Foster, and he usually runs well. I can't make an excuse for his last effort. He bounces back. He's the horse to beat. I went 2, 4, 5. You want to go deeper? The 1 Noble Bird is a danger to wire the field. A competitive Suburban, a lot of horses with a chance. The 10th race, it's the Belmont Oaks Invitational. It also kicks off a $250,000 guaranteed late double. So if you're not still alive in the Pick 6, you're not still alive in the Pick 4, you can still get live in this late double. The Euros, there may not be as strong as the Colts. The 2 fillies, the 7 Ballydoyle, the 11 Magnanime, the 3 actually, and the 13 Coolmore are all horses that are players. I prefer, though, the 7 Ballydoyle of the Europeans. Her last race, she was compromised at the start. That really didn't give her that much of a chance. And the soft ground may have hurt her. She's run that has run extremely well on firm. The 1.25 mile distance a question. On top, I took a shot, though, with a long shot. The 5 Noble Beauty. I think this is a very competitive field and evenly matched, especially if, like me, you don't believe that Catch a Glimpse, who is absolutely the most talented horse of the race, but you don't trust her getting 1.25 miles. I think it opens it up for a lot of horses, and I'm going to bet against Catch a Glimpse. If she gets the distance, she'll beat me. But the 5 Noble Beauty ran extremely well behind a very slow pace last time, which allowed Auntie Joy, who's the 8 in this race, to wire the field. Noble Beauty will be a price. She's lightly raced. She's improving. I put her on top. I went 5, 7, 4, 6. The time in motion and Harmonized, the 4 and 6. They were the horses that ran 1, 2 in the prep. The Wonder again, both can win. I'm not even sure Harmonized didn't run the better race, making the earlier move of the 2. I respect the 7 Ballydoyle, but I put her 2nd behind the 5 Noble Beauty. An excellent and competitive race. We closed the action out in the Belmont Sprint Championship, the 11th race. It's great to see Private Zone returning. Of course, he's the horse to beat, but I'm going to try to beat him. I could use the 6 Joking, but I really like the 9 Marking. In fact, Marking might be my strongest opinion in the entire sequence. 2nd off his layoff since coming from Dubai. I actually think he ran pretty well in the Met Mile, making a middle move to force the pace. He's got back races good enough. I like Marking. He drew well on the outside. It's all about Marking for me to close it out on Stars and Stripes Day.